Apolo, welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me what it was like in that first Olympics in Salt Lake City, opening ceremonies, and you're part of the U.S. team coming into the stadium. What is that feeling like?
Well, that games was special, really special. Obviously, it was my first time experiencing the Olympics. It was my first Olympic team. I was really young. I think I was like 19 years old at the time, and it was on, home soil. It was in the U.S. It was post 9/11. I think the country was yearning for something that we could all gather together for and participate in, whether through sports or however it was. But I felt like almost like a dual obligation to represent my country to the best I could. And it was walking in the stadium and hearing those thousands of people screaming. It was an amazing feeling. It's very hard to describe because of the energy in the air and all of the flashes going off. And it's unlike any other sporting event I've ever been to. It's unlike the Super Bowl. It's unlike it's not like a world title bout. It's something different. You have so many different countries in one place at the same time.
Is there this sense of feeling too because you're representing your country? Does it make it even more intense?
It makes it more intense. You try not to say or think that you have that on your shoulders per se, because you want to compete just for yourself and obviously for your country. But it's real and it's there. Yeah.
Were you scared at all?
I don't think I was scared. Being 19, I was still kind of feeling pretty fearless. But it's more of you feel like a sense of respect, and you want to uphold that respect and you want to uphold that honor and say, I am competing for the U.S. Olympic team. I am one of the best that the U.S. is sending to go compete with the best of the best. And on this day, hopefully I can stand on top of that podium and represent my country well, win, lose, or draw.
Let's talk about the journey to the Olympics when you first started in this area of sports, being a short track racer. How did that all begin?
Wow. It first began just with my father and I watching on TV the Winter Olympic Games. And, when I was first introduced into the sport, and I said, this is something really cool. I've never seen a sport like this. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I first started doing it for fun. I didn't think the Olympic Games, and over time, I started to develop this talent. And I started to realize, I have something a little bit different here than some of the other kids who are out here skating. And from there, it just kind of progressed and progressed and progressed. And obviously, there were some speed bumps along the way, but that's when I realized, I have something a little bit different than some of these other kids out here.
How old were you?
I was about 12 years old. Yeah, about 12 years old.
So you saw it first on television?
Literally, I saw it on TV, and I said, I want to try that. Tried it, started to really become actively involved, to head back to, up to Vancouver, BC, started to learn how to skate by some of the Canadians and watching them, mimicking them, applying what I learned back on the ice, and was scouted by some coaches in the East Coast who said, we think this kid's got some potential. And 15 was the lowest age limit that you had to be able to be a part of the junior development program. And I was 14 at the time. But the coach felt so strongly about bringing me in early, they made an exception. And they told my father, they said, you know what? We think your kid has something special. And we think he could be one of the best to ever put skates on. And he brought me in.